Lewicki of channelinginc.com. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And today's topic is how to find that truth within you. So please keep watching because I'm actually going to take you through an exercise here on how to actually do this. Because it's easy to just say, okay, well, what's your truth? How do you know it's what your truth is and all that? So what I'm going to do with this exercise is I'm going to have you focus. And if you're watching this, please do this with me instead of just, watching and going, okay, that's good. That's Ken doing it. But actually, you do it yourself. So, what I want you to do, and let's do it right now together, is I want you to feel into your body. So, go ahead and do this. And when you feel deep within you right now inside your body, what do you notice? Like, when you feel into that, like, that truth, that just deep knowing within you, where it's truth to the core of you, where in your body do you feel it the most? So if you're watching this, I'll get you to go ahead and close your eyes, and I'll get you to feel into this part of your body. And when you feel, so first of all, where do you feel it the most physically? Like, where physically do you feel it the most in your body? And then feel into this, and what are the texture, what's the characteristics of what you feel in this part of your body when you feel into where your truth is located. Okay, now I want you to remember this, because if you ever hear something or someone tells you something and you're not quite sure if it's right or not, this part of you that you're feeling into right now, it's not going to lie to you. It's truth. It's truth to you. So what I want you to do is, like, in your everyday life, we've all had this happen where somebody will say something to you and you're like, oh, I don't know, it just something about that just doesn't quite resonate, and you kind of know what's true for you in your life right now. And so I want you to follow that no matter what, because what I'm teaching you to do is that we all know what that truth is inside of us and how to follow it. And I just want to clarify. So it's a little bit more complex than that. We have these things called beliefs or limiting beliefs or other beliefs that we have, and it could be around any topic. It could be around money or sex or religion or politics or marriage or relationships or career or whatever. And everyone has these beliefs. It's impossible not to. So oftentimes what happens is when we're a child and we're being brought up, there's a whole topic that I teach my students about. It's called imprints, where it's almost like like an animal, like cattle. They'll brand that animal with like an iron, and they'll go psh, and they'll almost like sear that imprint into the animal. Well, similar concept can happen to us as humans as we're growing up, is that we get imprints from family, friends, teachers, usually people in authority kind of setting. They will be the ones, and sometimes they're not doing it out of malintent. It just happens where they're doing these imprints just come across us and upon us. And then as we become adults, then we carry these with us. So then we're like, no, 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 that's truth. And let's say you're talking about religion, or no, 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 that's truth. And you're talking about politics, or no, 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 that's truth. And you're talking about all these other things. But is it really? Or is that just a belief or an imprint that you were imprinted on as a child raising, and it can even happen in adulthood. So then you want to know the difference about, well, what is actually really truth to the core of you, what I just did with you, like deep inside, and what is the difference between, oh, that's just a belief that I had. And so you can also, more advanced, how to do this is work with your spirit guides, which I teach my students how to do, channelinginc.com, and work with your spirit guides to help them kind of like flesh out, okay, what is an actual belief? And cool thing is, it's actually try like actually not having any beliefs. Like, wow, like that would be amazing. And so anytime I say something, like whether it's out loud or in my mind, like I believe dot dot dot, I catch myself on that and I go, well, wait a second. What if I didn't have that belief? What if that belief didn't exist? What would be more true or more accurate? And then I feel into my body what I just did with you. And so that's what I want you to do, is go ask yourself, okay, is that just a belief that I have, or is that actually true from within to the deepest core of me? And then another thing to take into account is our beliefs change. Like, I remember, like, our truths change as well. And I remember way back, like 15 years ago, I had a certain like, no, no, this is truth. I know that this is truth. And at that time, I really did believe that that was truth at that time. And then after like 5 years, I looked back at that time. I'm like, oh, wow, that's not truth to me anymore. That doesn't resonate. I can almost, how did I even believe that that was truth? And I realized that that was actually totally different. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because your truths can change over time, and it's true, they can change. And so be open to that. Be open that, okay, what might be truth for you now might actually be truth for you differently. And then another concept that I use that I is that if somebody else, let's say we have differing opinions on something, that might be their belief right now, their truth, but that doesn't mean that's going to stay the same for them forever. It might, but it might not. So if I had truths that were true for me at one point and now they're different, is it possible that this other person could have a truth for them that's truth for them now, but maybe in the future it might change too? And that's where grace comes in, and compassion and understanding that. And also another thing is it okay to allow people to have different opinions than you? Or is it okay for me to have different opinions than other people? And so there's a lot of concepts here. My name's Ken Lewicki. What I do is I teach people how to actually tune into their different aspects through channeling. I teach them how to channel their spirit guides to get even more direction and clarification in their different areas of their life. And if you would like to learn more how to do this, visit my website, channelinginc.com, and have a wonderful day.